Welcome your hosts, Caddy Frank and Sarah Kemp, as they lead discussions about substance use disorder and the journey to recovery. You're listening to Redefining Recovery, a recovery revolution.
And here we are. Y'all had to listen to a repeat last time on the holiday weekend. So now you get the live and living color. And then on that introduction, what was there?
The other co-host, Sarah.
I
didn't know that was happening.
I know.
Did you know?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah, we made it official.
I'm official.
You're official. Sarah is our co-host.
That's so exciting.
I know. Your name is out there.
Oh my gosh.
In the world.
I know. My boyfriend's like, you're going to be so famous now.
Oh, of course. Well, you travel in good circles.
Exactly.
Hello. Welcome to Redefining Recovery, a recovery revolution here on AM 950, the progressive radio station. Whoop, whoop.
Wow. This is a mouthful.
There it is. So I want to quickly do some thanks, and then Sarah and I are going to ask each other the question of the day. But we want to say thank you to our generous funders. We've had some really amazing funders in the past year and a half. The Patrick and Amy Butler Foundation, thank you. Otto Bremer Trust, the Sauer Family Foundation, the Hardenborough Foundation, and other funders and foundations and corporate and individuals. And we will always say, and we will always welcome any kind of support that you want to give to Minnesota Recovery Connection. We also are grateful for our volunteers that come and work for our organizations for the time that they have. So
any way you can donate your time, your money, we'll accept it.
Yes. Cash is always king. We'll always say that.
I'll say the volunteers are more important.
Yes,
as the volunteer coordinator.
Yes.
I will say that.
Yes, you will. So Sarah, what's right with you today?
I think what's right with me today is that it's recovery month. September is recovery month. We have our walk for recovery coming up, which will be our whole show today, talking about it.
Nice.
So I think just being excited for that.
Yeah.
How about you, Caddy? What's right with you today?
Well, it's recovery month. Yes, it is.
Yes.
September. The color is purple, everyone. So if you don't know what recovery month's color is, it is purple. So Dawn, there we go. Dawn the purple if you can, wherever you can.
And it's also, because you know me, and it's September.
And it's what?
It's football season.
Oh, well.
So the Vikings are also purple. So.
Oh, well, we just matched that one beautifully, didn't we?
For me, yes.
Yes. So it's Recovery Month, and Minnesota Recovery Connection has its largest, biggest fundraising event that we have every year.
Advocacy event, too.
As well as advocating, for sure. So the Walk for Recovery for Minnesota Recovery Connection has been going since, and I was going to say 19, not quite that long ago, 2000 and I think it's 11. We had our first walk, and that is way back in the day compared to where we are now. I think it's 11, or is it 13? You know what? A long time.
It's been around for a while.
Yes. And so this is the event that, as Sarah mentioned, we're going to be talking about this entire hour with you and why we do it, what Minnesota Recovery Connection does, and why we do this walk, because what we're doing is we're actually, as Sarah just said, we are what for people?
Advocating.
We are advocating for people. So just as to give you a little reminder, and then we'll go into all the details, it is September 13th, which is not the Saturday that you're hearing this show, but the next Saturday. Where is it at, Sarah?
The State Capitol grounds in St. Paul. The event goes from 10 until 3.
Yay!
There'll be, do you want me to go into detail now?
Sure, you go right ahead.
There'll be at least 8 or 9 food trucks.
Mm-hmm.
We have a pet area where goats, maybe
critters. We'll just call it critters.
Ben Afquack is going to be there.
Yes.
So that's a big deal. Llamas?
No. I was just thinking of something that came to my mind.
I thought you said llamas.
No, not llamas. Animals of many different kinds. Also, dogs are welcome, leashed, of course, and pick up what they might leave behind.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So there's a lot of different stuff.
Yes. We also have a kids zone, which will include face painting. There will be one bouncy slide house thingy. I don't know what the exact term of it is.
A bouncy slide.
Bouncy slide. So they'll be fun for everybody. Bring your kids, bring your dogs, family, friends, significant others, whatever that looks like.
And I think the big thing to know is that what we do is we want people to come to the Walk for Recovery, not just I use in air quotes, people who are in recovery from substance use disorder, but anybody that's been affected by people that have struggled with substance use disorder, or maybe the consequences of substance use disorder. Because we know for a fact that it's not just one person that struggles with substance use disorder.
It's a whole family unit, friend unit, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, the entire, and even a community can become affected if a particular community that you are in is got, maybe I'll use the term, a hot spot in your neighborhood. You know, there you have individuals that have a problem, but what you're doing is you're also radiating that problem out to the greater community. And I think what's important is that when we can get together and we can talk about, you know, what is substance use disorder, who is affected, how are they affected, that can come up with solutions too.
Yes. And I think, and it reminds people they're not alone.
Yeah. Because a lot of people, and Sarah and I have talked about it time and time again, the isolation can happen, and communities can sort of crawl into their own shells and say, I can't do anything about this because I don't know what to do. And then what you do is you talk to somebody and you say, hey, if you've got a problem house or apartment building in your neighborhood, here are some of the things that you can do. We have sort of a hot spot in our neighborhood right now.
I was going to ask you, don't you have something like that going
on?
on?
A little something going on, and it's quieted down. So,
good.
Yeah. But what do? You pay attention to it. You don't necessarily have to call it out and call the cops and say, bust this house. But what you can do is you can say, hey, let the local justice impacted people know that we see you, we see what's going on, and then letting various organizations know, you know, starting walk groups in neighborhoods. There's a lot of things you can do to diminish activity that's going on
in a positive way, and not make it
all about the cops.
Yeah.
All about, you know, busting people, because we know that really doesn't help necessarily.
No.
It can really inflame a situation, which we all know.
Or just
can
move
happen.
it to a different part of the neighborhood.
Yeah. So let's see if we can solve somebody's issues that's going on. Maybe they're underemployed or undereducated or bored, living without resources, whatever that might look like. You know, that's why Minnesota Recovery Connection came into existence. How do we bring resources to people in whatever the situation is that they're going through? So, you know, when we talk about our Walk for Recovery, it really is about bringing the message out to as many people as we can. And so how many people, Sarah, show up sometimes? Between
3,000 and 4,000, if not more.
Yes. So this is a big event, everybody.
Yes. And people plan their recovery month around this event. People reach out in January wanting to know if there's a date already picked for the Walk for Recovery.
And we've barely pulled a date together.
We just start talking about the walk and people are already wanting to know when it's happening.
Yeah.
So we know that this event is important for the recovery community, for itself and for us as an organization at Minnesota Recovery Connection. So we are very excited that we have over 100 sponsors and community partners that will be at the walk, so you can get resources. You can learn about different organizations. So
there's just so much that goes on, as well as it's just plain old fun. I mean, we have bands too.
Yes, live bands. And we have salsa music for the first time this year.
Yes. We're going to have, I'm going to pause. I'm not going to let it out of the gate yet because we got so much to talk about, that the entertainment as well. She already let one out of the bag.
I did. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm terrible at keeping secrets.
I know we can't keep secrets from Sarah, or we can't tell Sarah secrets
because I will tell.
Yeah, she's not good at that.
No.
So when we come back from the break, we are literally going to break down the Walk for Recovery, and we're going to talk about all the different events that are going on, all of the different participants we have, both sponsors and community members, and animals and food and music.
And fun.
And fun. So thank you to listening. Thank you for listening to, oh, good heavens, Sarah, take it away.
Thank you for listening to Redefining Recovery, a recovery revolution on AM 950.
Thank you. We'll be back momentarily if I can get my voice on straight. Thank you.
There's no home. And there's one thing that I've learned through this year of being alone.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Redefining Recovery, a recovery revolution here on AM 950. Caddy is scribbling her notes down so she remembers what she's going to talk about. But we're going to get into the music. So we're going to have live bands.
Yeah, I was pointing at her. Y'all, if you're watching this on video.
I don't know what she was doing.
So your name is?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Sarah Kemp, and I'm the co-host of Redefining Recovery, Recovery Revolution.
There we go.
I'm new to this.
She's new to being actually
official
on the ticket.
I'm used to just being a guest.
Yes.
Now I'm not just a guest anymore.
No, she gets to, well, she has on many occasions filled this chair, which has been extraordinarily helpful.
So now I got to actually know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So we said we're going to come back and we're going to talk about all the different events that take place at the Walk for Recovery at the state capitol. Time?
10 a.m. to 3 p.m., September 13th.
Yes.
Not this Saturday, next Saturday.
Yes. So mark your calendars, block out some time. What we'll talk about is we have a stage, so the Minnesota Recovery Connection, a main stage. And what we do there is we sort of announce what's going to be happening for the day. But we also have 3 different bands that are going to be there. We're going to have Twin Citizen, which is a indie pop band. We have Rising Path, which is a eclectic independent band. I'll say they do their own thing. All of these bands have, with the exception of the Twin Cities Latin band, is new. As what's your name, Sarah? Alluded to, that is going to be a Latin music that will be playing. So, and then we also have Big Mike, who is a DJ in the Twin Cities, working for an organization, another nonprofit organization. And we're going to have all of these individuals or all these bands and peoples at our stage. We also have an MC, which is Eric with an A.
Eric with an A.
Eric with an A. And this is really important because we can kind of keep you going on what's going to be happening at the Walk for Recovery, because initially in the morning we have a little welcome, and then we have music, and we have a little interlude of conversation about maybe what recovery looks like, maybe some announcements, and then we play a band, and then we have a little interlude, and we set the day for really what the big event is, which is starting the walk, but just before the walk,
the big old picture.
And just before that,
we have the honor guard picture.
Yes. So what is the honor guard, Sarah?
So the honor guard is for anybody that has been in recovery or an ally to recovery for 10 plus years. So if you're a part of that group, there'll be an honor guard tent at the walk. You can go up there, you get a little badge that you can fill out. But the folks in the honor guard, as we call it, get their own picture before we do the big old picture.
Yeah. Yes. So if anybody's ever been to our minnesotarecovery.org website, you will be able to see a big picture for our Walk for Recovery. So we honor those who have been in recovery 10 years or more. It's been a tradition that Minnesota Recovery Connection has done since time immemorial. And it's just recognizing those people and a lot of those people really give back to Minnesota Recovery Connection. They are volunteers many times, maybe make donations. They're just very dedicated. And when you have, some years in recovery, it's one of those things where you live it every day, but it can kind of become something that you're used to doing. But when somebody says,
that you don't think about,
you want to honor that. It's like, yeah. And I'm getting up there in years. I'm almost as in many years of recovery as Sarah's been on the planet. So it's just kind of a fun thing. So we have our honor guard picture. Cynthia, our executive director, will say, hey, welcome everybody. Then we are going to be doing our thank you to our individual donation,
highest top 3 individual fundraisers.
Thank you.
And then we'll do the top 3 team fundraisers.
Yes. So yeah, we had to think hard on that one because we have, and then we have an incredible human who has been gathering some really marvelous donations.
Yes,
her name is Bree. Shout out to Bree. So those winners get, just a thank you of donations that are coming from all kinds of businesses in the community.
Because they don't have to take the time to try to donate to us or get fundraising done for us. And so it's our way of saying thank you for taking the time and caring enough about what we do at Minnesota Recovery Connection to make sure that we get some donations.
Yeah. And I think the interesting thing with Bree going out and talking about the Walk for Recovery and why we're saying, hey, is it possible for you to donate something to us? Maybe it's a gift card, maybe it's a coupon or something. What we're doing is we're bringing recovery out to the greater community and saying, hey, we're out here.
And probably educating, or I don't know if educating is the right word, but telling people that may not even know that we exist as an organization or that this event even happens.
And it just broadens the spectrum that recovery is everywhere. There's help everywhere. And when you make a donation to us, it says you care about the community as a whole.
And you know what's amazing too is that, well, Bree's just an amazing woman that has helped get us all these sorts of donations. But how many organizations are willing to give donations?
It's been amazing.
That's been also the amazing part.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't think that.
I didn't
think.
Yeah, we have to ask, and we talk about what it is that we do. I mean, we've had museums, we've had
the Minnesota Zoo.
Yeah, zoo. We've had activity parks, hair salon, food, Domino's and Starbucks, and a lot of different organizations. I'm not calling them out because I'm just sort of naming a couple. So it covers all industries. And what's been interesting.
For me, I never would have thought.
Yeah. But all we have to do is say, hey, do you know anybody? And so you remember when you go into a place and you say, hey, we've got this great Walk for Recovery happening. We'd really like you to participate in it. Number one. Number two, do you have any ability? And a lot of organizations have a donation fund that they can give it. And if they give it to us, that means that they believe in us.
Yes. And what we do. And it goes to show that recovery is everywhere. So what I want to do is, so that's what the lineup looks like. So we recognize our individual and team donation gatherers, and then we pull our whole humanity together. We try to pull me on a golf cart with a bullhorn, gathering people. I tell you, just come to see that.
Yeah, just come to see that, because that's the sight to behold. Gathering all the humans that we possibly can up on the stairs of the state capitol, and then we take what we call the largest recovery picture, certainly in the state of Minnesota, but I'd have to say the Midwest.
I was going to say,
I don't know about the country, but
I feel like at least the Midwest.
Absolutely.
We're just going to claim it.
Let's just claim it. Yeah. So, and then we start our walk, which is about 1.25 miles. We're not talking about a long journey, but it just sort of builds that camaraderie and that advocacy. And when people drive by the areas that we walk by, they're like, what is all that about? And people are seeing things that say recovery works. And I believe in myself, and I believe in sobriety. I believe in, we do recover a lot of different signs. So that's kind of what the day looks like. So we start off in music till about 1 o'clock, and then from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock is when all that, it's action packed. So come and sort of meander in the morning, listen to some music, and then be part of this whole activity in the afternoon.
And get some good food.
Yeah, there's some good food. Speaking of which.
Oh, did I just do a segue? Not even know it?
You did an amazing job.
I'm a great co-host.
Look at you. So I'm going to name off the incredible organizations that are going to be participating with their food trucks at our Walk for Recovery next Saturday on September 13th. We have the Brick Oven Bus. They've been there many years. El Burrito Mercato, they have been amazing. 612 Teppanyaki, they've been there several times. Twin Cities Euro, they've been there a couple times. Sweet Fruity,
I think it's their first year.
I think it might be their first year.
Or maybe second, I can't remember.
I think they were there last year. So we're trying to remember all this, folks. Just know that this is a lot that goes on. We have the Egg Roll Queen. I know they're new.
Yes. I'm excited for that one.
Yes.
I love their Egg Roll Queen.
Do you? Okay.
Yeah.
And the Purple People Eaters, I've experienced those in my own neighborhood association. And then we have the Okion Shakes, Olakino. I don't know exactly how to pronounce that. My apologies, but they're shakes. Bless them. Blue Tin Cup Cafe. So that's where our coffee, I think, little jolt.
Coffee and I think tea.
And tea. Great.
I believe.
And then Thai street food. So
they've been there before. I
yes,
believe.
they have. So these are really amazing foods that come to us for our event. They know that they are doing something really good for the community. They sometimes will give us a little pushback for our event too, and giving us a little donation based on how much revenue they make. But the fact that they show up and they want to show up for an event that's kind of unusual, right?
And I think it shows like the Brick Oven Pizza Bus or, the 612 Teppanyaki that have been there for multiple years.
Mm-hmm.
It shows that they care.
Yeah.
And that even if our event is a little different
Mm-hmm.
than others, it's still important.
Yeah.
And they're willing to support us in supporting the recovery community.
Exactly. And they also make money.
They do. I mean,
let's not mistake that. I mean,
they'll find their way to make their money.
Yeah. And that's great because you know what? We need money too at Minnesota Recovery Connection. That's why we have this event, everybody. We have this event for our recovery community, but it is a fundraiser. And we did a call out to community members and families and friends and large industries and small industries. So many people are affected by substance use disorder. So when we have this event, it rallies all of our community together, but it also says we are everywhere.
Yes, we are. Whether you want it or not, we're here.
Yeah. So Sarah, tell us about the animals. What do we got going on for animal in our pet zone?
So we have the Minnesota Companion Rabbit Society, Pet Haven.
Ooh.
That's where I got Gus and Zoe from, is Pet Haven.
Did you?
I did.
Oh.
Ben Afquack, as I mentioned earlier.
He's a duck, by the way.
The Minnesota Animal Humane Society, Canine Inspired Change. Acres for Life, I believe, are horses.
They bring a multitude of different animals. They've had a horse, they've had a goat, they've had a donkey. I think over the years, I think it all depends upon which critter is going to be available. But that's why we
have space for them.
Yes, exactly.
We got Feline Rescue.
Woohoo! Kitty cats.
Minnesota Pocket Pet Rescue. People and Pets Together. North Star Therapy Animals, and Street Dog Coalition.
There we go. So it looks like we've got some really good pets that are happening there. Sometimes, just to be transparent, sometimes the animals will not be able to show up if there's something going on. So just know that we will always have just a little bit of a pet zone, and sometimes we'll have a big pet zone.
It just depends.
It depends. Yeah. Like one year there was some sort of infection going on in one of the pet.
Oh, sad.
Yeah. Well, no, one of the you're so cute. Oh, sad. No, there was an infection going around, and so they had to stop bringing animals to public spaces.
Oh, gotcha.
So I do that as just a little warning.
So don't get your hopes up.
But be optimistic.
Exactly.
Yes.
Just low expectations. Then when you see a goat, you'll be so excited.
I know. So we have food trucks, we have animal areas. And then one of the things that we value so much is when we have sponsors that actually sponsor at our event. And then we have what we call our community partners. What's a community partner, Sarah?
So a community partner is typically another nonprofit or another recovery community organization, or a smaller organization that can't afford to do a sponsorship, but still wants to be at the Walk for Recovery for exposure for their organization. So
it offers a real opportunity to make an organization be known to yet another, and
to a large amount of people.
At a very low cost. I mean, we do have a $50 request because we give them a table and chairs, and we have the space and stuff like that. So it's a very small ask that we have. And then we also have our sponsors for the event. And this is a nice long list of individuals and organizations, mostly organizations that have been
around for a while.
Been around for a while. So we have Nystrom and Associates. I always enjoy them because they always call me at the first of the year and say, "Hey, Katty, can we have our same spot?" And I'm like, "Yes, you can." And then we have Alina Mental Health and Addiction Services. This is actually where we have a separate space that we sort of office out of.
Not sort of, we do.
We do, yeah. Actually, we do. We have Kim out there, and we partnered with them in a way that there's mental health services services there. There's food resources there. There is Anoka County because the office is in Fridley that we work out of. So we have Anoka County there, and then we have Minnesota Recovery Connection. And then we must mention AM 950 is one of our key gold sponsors. And that is a beautiful thing because this relationship that we've built with AM 950 has been magical personally, of course, but it's also brought attention to the greater community about substance use disorder. Yeah.
And recovery.
So then we have, those are our gold sponsors. Our silver sponsors, our Step Up program from Augsburg College. They have been partnership with Minnesota Recovery Connection since time again. Hazelton Betty Ford Graduate School, Vinland National Center, their treatment center, Care Crossings, Avivo. We do a lot of work with Avivo. Twin Cities Wellness Center and Recovery Gym. Gotta love them. Gotta get that gym on with that recovery. Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge. Bold North Recovery. They have been around since the beginning too. Thank you, Randy. And Minnesota Association of Resources for Recovery and Chemical Health. Thank you. March. That's March. That's March. Right. We just had that one.
If most people know it by the March conference.
Thank you.
Yes. We've gone to the March conference before, so that's what that long name is.
That long name is. See, gotta have a sidekick on a show. That's for sure. Reflections, Minnesota Prevention and Recovery Alliance, the Office of Addiction and Recovery. I'm continuing to read here, and those are our silver sponsors. Well, now let's get to the laundry list of our bronze sponsors. That is not the sheet that I have in front of me. Right there. And on the top of the page, Caddy. You're good to go, girl. It's all just fine. So our bronze sponsorships are Fellowship and Recovery Transformation House, Fast Tracker, Minnesota, Fraser, Amethyst. Amherst, the Wilder Foundation. Probably most people know it as the Wilder Foundation. Wayside Recovery, Canvas Health, Park Avenue Center, Riverland Community Health, Progress Valley, Mission Inc. Programs, Recovery Hope Treatment Center, Hennepin Healthcare, Minnesota Alliance for Recovery Community Organizations. That would be Marco, not Polo, but Marco. Kowalski's, thank you very much. Pease Academy, they work with the youth. Changed the Outcome, Midwest Recovery, Primo Paso, working with the Latina, Latin community, Spanish-speaking community. A new Minneapolis College, Parities Wellness, Roots. That came out really. It was. Oh, Lord help me. Roots Wellness Center. Sorry, folks. Hope that wasn't too obnoxious. Horowitz Integrated Services, Alliance Wellness Center, Minnesota Department of Health, Overdose and Substance Misuse Prevention, AMPACT, also known as Recovery Corps, The Retreat, Eosis, Rogers Behavioral Health Group, RS Eden, Damascus Way. I feel like I'm just like a sponsorship caddy here.
I know. Are you the Vanna White of the Walk for Recovery?
Min Health Fairview, Minnesota Health Fairview, Native American Community Clinic, Steve Rumler Hope Network, Partners in Behavioral Healthcare. For a woman with dyslexia, that was
damn good. I mean, darn good.
Whoopsies.
Sorry.
So anyway, we just want to recognize, I mean, this is all walk all the time on this show. And what we want to say is thank you to everybody that we've listed. Anybody is still welcome to join the Walk for Recovery if you want to become a sponsor. If you're hearing this and you're like, hey, wait a minute, why am I not read off the list? Come on aboard. We'll bring you in.
You just will not be on any signage.
Yeah, you won't be on any signage, but
you will still welcome you. But I just don't want people to think that they'll still be, you know,
on our T-shirt.
I just want expectations to be
realistic.
Yes.
So why don't you read off our community members? So hey, that was just half the people that are showing up, folks. So now this next list
So we got community partners, Brighter Days Recovery Center. I don't know how to say this one, but AINGA, the mental health and consulting.
There we go.
Docs Recovery House, Begin Anew, Codependence Anonymous, Another Chance for Hope, Face It Together Bemidji, Silver Sobriety, Rise Up Recovery, Continuum Care Center, Minnesota Community Care, Minnesota Recovery Connections Peer Advisory Council, Nurses Peer Support Network, Minnesota Alliance on Problem Gambling, Against the Odds Recovery and Reentry, Area 14, Gamblers Anon,
Al-Anon?
Al-Anon. I think
Anonymous,
that's
maybe?
Anonymous.
Okay.
Comb Recovery, they're an up-and-coming recovery community organization for the Hmong community,
Mm-hmm.
for people that don't know about them. Calvary Church, Jack Pine Outdoors, Recovery Community Network, that's up in St. Cloud for the veteran community.
Mm-hmm.
Pathways to True Freedom Foundation, Inc., Summit Integrated Services, Free Phones, Just Hope. I know, Caddy, you just had Joshua on from Just Hope
Yes,
a couple
amazing.
weeks
A couple
ago.
weeks ago. He was fantastic. Yes.
The Phoenix Spirit, Anything Helps, Smart Recovery, Real Recovery, Fully Vested Recovery Movement, American Rehab, The Amazing Wellness Race, African American Survivor Services, the Recovery Church, Gamblers Anonymous, Conceptual Counseling, Serenity Kennel, Clear Skies Living, Rise Up Recovery Minnesota, Wild Hearts Adventures, Change Place, Narcotics Anonymous, Open Cities Health Center, Women for Sobriety, Recovery Cafe Frogtown, Recovery in Motion, Recovery Cafe Anoka County, Indian Health Board, Generation Hope, and there's two that I didn't know how to say, so I'm going to just spell them out because
There you go.
I don't want to say it wrong. So the first one is CHOCHODAIKO.
They
I don't know how
they're
to
a
say
drumming
that.
organization, Taiko Drumming, and we know that.
Yes,
so they
and
do
they'll-
Taiko Drumming.
And they'll be doing the drumming at the Walk for Recovery.
Yep,
So
in their own little spot.
yes.
Yes.
And then the other one I couldn't say is ALMAA apostrophe UUN.
There we go.
I didn't know. I don't want to mess it up.
No,
so-
sometimes we just have to spell things out, and y'all can you can
be
re-listen to the
exactly.
re-listen to the radio show, write it down, and you find
and
the
Google it.
Yes, sometimes it's just better to not to try and
Yes,
take
because I don't
something-
want to offend anybody.
Yes. So as you can hear, everybody, this is an event that pulls in a lot of people. That's 100 vendors that we have coming. Over 100. And if you are interested in being a sponsor, we will gladly welcome you and give you a nice table space at the Walk for Recovery. If you are a community partner that's just hearing about this and you'd like to have a table at the Walk for Recovery, we will welcome you all day long. The idea is that we are bringing recovery and the conversations around it and the community members and the organizations. And I mean, we have Kowalski's. Now, Kowalski's, they're not directly related to recovery, but you know what they are, because I know many people that have worked at Kowalski's that have been part of our community because Kowalski's is welcoming to the recovery community.
Didn't
as
you
an
tell
employer.
me they used to, or not used to, but they hire quite a number of people
of individuals,
that are in recovery from substance use?
There's a lot of organizations that do that kind of on the, it isn't on their advertisement, but it's in their mission and their vision to help people in the community. So we just want to say thank you to all those people. That's why we mention all this. We are literally doing all recovery all the time right now on this particular show. And it is because it is what we do.
All day long.
All day long. Is that we partner with many of these organizations on a regular basis as part of our resources that we utilize to bring recovery to people and give people an opportunity to see that they are not just one thing and they are not just small. They can be very large and they can be very inviting.
And also to help the public learn about some of these community partners or some of these, the sponsors, and get resources out to as many people as they need.
Yeah. And because I think a lot of people do get a little bit lost on how do I find recovery? Where do I go? What do I do? This is like an easy thing because you have nobody's asking anything of you. You walk around.
Well, and you know what I've heard is that with Impact there being AKA Recovery Corps, a lot of people find out about Recovery Core from the walk and then sign up and do it.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? So that's why we bring all of this out to everybody. So we just want to say thank you for listening. We'll come back from break and just kind of tie this pretty picture up into a pretty little bow. And hope you're having a good day. And we will be back momentarily to Redefining Recovery, a recovery revolution with Sarah Kemp, the co-host, and Caddy Frank, your host, here on AM 950.
Being alone.
There's that wonderful music bringing us in. We're dancing in our chair, right, Sarah?
Yes, for the final segment of our amazing show
Yes.
about Walk for Recovery, Recovery Month, and all the events that we have going on. I'm Sarah Kemp, the co-host of Redefining Recovery, a recovery revolution here on AM 950. Oofda.
That's a lot to say.
It is.
Co-host getting
Wow.
her sea legs here,
I
folks. Getting her sea legs. So what else? So we have September 13th, the Walk for
Yes.
Recovery. And then what else do we
On
have?
September 16th, we have our Rally Caps for Recovery. So for those that don't know what that is, we have 2,000-ish tickets that we sell.
Seats.
We sell to the public for a Twins game. In our section, they don't serve any alcohol. We can't, if someone brings a guest, we can't prevent them from bringing it in. Like if they're, significant other or friends, we might give them a really stern look.
Which I have done on
But
occasion.
we can't say, no, you can't come in here.
Right. Yeah. But it is part of the agreement with the Twins that this is one area where they don't bring their
The people
alcohol
in the, yeah.
their alcohol vendors into our section. People can go out and do you, but just not bring it into the
Yes.
section.
This year, our Twins game will be against the Yankees.
Woo woo.
Apparently, that's a big deal.
That's a very big deal,
okay.
honey.
I
It's
don't
a
know.
very
I
big-
don't know baseball. So
You know football all day long.
I do, but not baseball.
Yes. So the Yankees have always been a very classic team in the United States, and always
Are they like America's team or something?
Well, they're the New York Yankees.
Oh,
so
okay.
they have the cred. They got the street cred of the Yankees.
Oh,
So anyway,
okay. And if you come to the game or if you come to the stadium before the game starts, we will have somebody on the field talking about their recovery journey. We'll have somebody in recovery throwing out the first pitch
mhm.
before the game starts. So we currently do have tickets on sale for that. They are on sale for $16. You can go to our website, minnesotarecovery.org/twins, I believe it is.
Or just go to our
just go to
website.
our
Just
website
hit just
and
hit
just-
Rally Caps.
Yeah. You can buy our tickets online. We are also going to be selling the paper tickets. We do have some of those that we will be selling at our merch tent at the Walk for Recovery. Darnell, he will be in charge of that part of it.
Mhm.
So if you don't have a smartphone or you just feel more comfortable getting a paper ticket, those will be available for you at the Walk. And it is also $1 hot dog night.
Oh, we gotta have that.
So I mean, anything to
just pump it up.
yeah.
Yes.
And who doesn't love a hot dog?
Well, there are some people that don't, but it's an option for people. There
It's
are
an
other,
option.
and I mean, if anybody has been to the Twin Stadium for anything, they got more food. They have got the best food in the world. So you can have a hot dog if you want for $1, but you've got so many options.
Yes. I think it's just because it's affordable,
Yes, of
especially
course.
for people in the recovery community.
Yeah,
It can be.
it can be. It could be a quick, easy dinner.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
But also there's really great food at the Twin Stadium. We just want to recognize the fact that the Twins have done this for us for several years.
Yes.
I'd have to say at least 8 or 9 years that we have been part of
I feel like it's been
the Rally
longer.
Caps. Yeah, I can't exactly remember. Wendy Jones, our previous executive director, is
I
a
was
going
gonna
to
say she's a big Twins fan.
yeah, and so they have rallied support around us. We might be having some special guests from the past that are going to be
Cliffhanger.
I know, cliffhanger, that might be showing up supporting what we do for the Walk for Recovery. So and for the Twins game, and just honoring the fact that Recovery Month and recovery is for everyone and it affects everyone in one way, shape, or form.
So if you want to see who these special guests are, get your ticket now.
Get your ticket now. So remember, minnesotarecovery.org, go to our Rally Caps or go to our Walk for Recovery on September 13th. You can buy a live in-person paper ticket
Yes.
in your little paws. Otherwise, you'll get an electronic ticket if you buy it online from
it
Minnesota
goes through
Recovery Connection.
the baseball app.
Yeah, it goes through the
MLB.
yeah.
I don't know. It goes on your phone.
You can tell we're not the super sports gals, but what we know is that it's fun.
Exactly.
It's a lot of
we
fun.
hope to see you there. We hope that you bring your friends, your family, whatever that looks like for you. Just bring people and enjoy a night outside. Hopefully it's a nice day, nice weather day.
I think one of the things that this is good for is that it's a moderately priced ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And what it is that it's an opportunity for somebody who might be on their recovery journey, early, long-term, wherever they are. They get to be around a bunch of people that all get it. Or if they're a family that's been impacted, be around a bunch of people who are part of the recovery community and saying, I can take a deep breath around these people because I'm not alone.
Recovery can be fun.
Yeah, recovery is a whole bunch of fun.
It doesn't have to be what the stereotype is of life gets boring if you stop doing your thing,
whatever that thing is. It
doesn't have to be boring. You can have fun.
Please. So the other event that we have to close out Recovery Month is what we call our Gratitude Breakfast. And this is a breakfast that is hosted at Augsburg College at one of their facilities there. And this is
chapel.
It's at
in their chapel.
And it's an event that honors the sponsors that were part of the Minnesota Recovery Connections Walk. And it is also a way to, we have our guest speaker,
John Magnuson.
He will be our guest speaker, our keynote speaker, and we will have other organizations talk about what recovery means to them. And it's just a great way. It's 7:30 in the morning until 9 in the morning. It's real sweet and short. The food's pretty good too.
Mm-hmm.
You get breakfast. So it's just it's a tip off to the end of the recovery month to say thank you for people that have participated in it. If it's something that you're interested in, you can go again to minnesotarecovery.org and go to the gratitude breakfast and buy yourself a ticket. I believe they're $25.
I don't want to speak to that.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. I don't know that, but just know it's a few bucks.
Yes.
But it's not a horrendous amount of money.
No, I just don't remember the exact amount.
Yeah,
so.
that's
Sorry.
okay. Yeah, bad planning on our part.
Yes.
But we got everybody else. Everybody else.
Exactly.
Yes. So she gave me us a snort there, folks. So to recap,
Walk for Recovery, September 13th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Food trucks, kids zone, face painting, a bouncy slide house thing. There'll be over 100 different organizations from the recovery community that you can get resources from, learn about all that good stuff. Bring your family, your friends, your dogs, your donkey.
Got the pet zone. And y'all, I can't even tell you how magical it is when you come. And you don't have to be a person in recovery. You can be a person who just loves people that are getting better and they struggled with substance use disorder. So whatever your relationship is to this topic, everyone is welcome because it's just a whole bunch of fun. But when we get up on those stairs and you have that humanity up there, because it fills up the entire stairs, it sort of spills over onto the lower part of the stairwell that's there. It is magical. I mean, I get goosebumps every year when I see that picture being taken and go, holy cannoli.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's dang cool.
It's
almost did it again.
It's dang cool. But it what it does is it just says, hey, we are all in this together and we care and we care and we love. And we know that love is what makes people survive their substance use disorder.
And we do recover.
Which
is also the theme of our t-shirt this year.
Yes. So we have a t-shirt. Thank you, Sarah. I forgot about that. So we have a lovely sort of mossy green t-shirt.
Evergreen.
Well, that's what never mind.
Okay.
It's a sort of a mossy green, so good for any human. It has the outline of Minnesota, and it has we do, and then recovery is sort of built into the
bottom half of the Minnesota.
Of the Minnesota state shape, let's just say.
Yeah.
And then it recognizes all of the people that participated as sponsors on the back of the t-shirt. But what that says is it says, I see the fact that recovery is real, and I'm going to show it to the community and say, this is what recovery looks like. So we're about down to our last little bit here. Sarah, you are now the what?
I am the official co-host. That's so cool.
Yeah, she is. And I am Katty Frink, your host, and we are
Redefining Recovery, a recovery revolution here on AM 950, the progressive radio station.
You got it. She got it, y'all. She's like magical. So I would love you to join us next weekend, September 13th, or if you can make it to the Twins game on September 16th. All this information is at minnesotarecovery.org. Please feel free to donate your time or your money or your ability to Minnesota Recovery Connection, because we can use it all to stay strong and help the recovery community get more better.
And do what we love.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.